Here's Allie.
I love that you're showing that, Rob. Look what I got yesterday. So, can you see this? It's a whole family tree back to my Maori ancestors.
Oh,
So this
groovy.
goes back right to the settlement of New Zealand.
Oh my
And
God.
look.
What is that?
So this is my, I don't know, great grandfather.
No way.
Isn't that the coolest thing ever?
Truly.
I know. So I met my cousin yesterday because Emily is applying for university. And he's like, don't forget our Maori ancestry because the courses she's applying for are really quite competitive. And so he's like, I'll give you all the information that we used for Alicia, his daughter. So I couldn't
Weird
believe my eyes.
serendipity. Like, this is just like,
Isn't it crazy?
I mean,
And where did you find yours?
oh, I have all my stuff.
Oh, you had it, yeah.
Yeah. Although,
Yeah.
actually, this one, yeah, I had always seen this image of my grandma. But in looking through the books, no, I lied. I had always seen
Good
this
morning,
image.
Nikki.
I'd always seen this image of my grandma, and she became the subject of one of my pages. And then I found this one. Now, I added all the color and texture to it.
I love it.
So it's just an ordinary,
amazing.
but they were
Yeah.
hand tinted, and that's what my grandma and my grandpa on my dad's side, he was an artist. So
Yeah.
that family they were always he was colorizing the pictures or
Good
they
morning,
had it
everyone.
done. So
Yeah.
cool. So
Just,
I love
isn't it,
elevating them to a new level.
after talking to Tanea yesterday, and then I met him for lunch, and he just hands me this envelope and said, I thought you'd be interested in this. It blew my mind. I'm like,
I know. Well, she's talking about all the serendipity
are
and
my
everything happens
stars
for a
aligning or
reason.
what's happening? It
I
just
know.
blew my mind.
I know.
So, you know, I'm going to be copying it on sticker paper. You know where it's
Oh,
going.
hello. Of
Straight.
course.
In
You
Australia,
have to.
they go
You almost
straight
have
to the
to.
pool room, but I say straight to my journal.
I know.
Straight
That's
to the
so
pool
cool.
room.
I know. I love genealogy and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And I'm
I'm
always kind of
fascinated
like
to dive.
You
So
people
want
that
to
are
I've
hear
like in
got
my
like this
something,
family.
whole
Mady?
big
People in
packet.
my family who are like, yeah, well, I'm like, what? You don't
That's
want to
how
know all these things? God.
that's how
Yeah.
some of my family is. Me and my aunt are really the only ones that have done any real digging into our family. And I'm like, our family history is so cool because like my grandpa came from Mexico and
It's
I have a picture
fantastic.
of the very first house that they had built in Chicago. And it's
mhm,
one of these old kind of like from like the late 1800s. And it's really weird looking,
Yeah.
but it's a style
Yeah.
of home that they were making back then. And there's only like a couple of them left. And it's just the coolest picture. They're all just sitting
Oh,
out in
Maddie is
front.
here. I was just saying, we'll keep an eye out
Yeah.
for Maddie coming in. Maddie is here.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like just such a treasure. And Nikki, so nice for your boys to have because you never know down the track
well, and
what.
that was after Tanea brought that up about doing one of those
Yeah.
life books for her daughter. I was like, you know what? I love the idea of the life book. I have barely started
Yeah.
mine because I'm like, I'm a
Yeah.
little daunted that I have to dig back. Well, I'll be
Yeah.
40 this year, so 40 years. And I'm like,
Ah.
Yeah.
man, I need to start the boys now,
Yeah.
and keep up with it. And it just like,
That's
I need to do that. I'm
some
gonna
of
do
the
it.
newspaper articles I've got here, like, there's old newspaper articles.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
cool.
it's just really fascinating and like 1925
Right.
because my family was very big into horse racing. So there's lots of 1878 permission to build stables.
Mm.
I know.
Yeah, so
Well, I
it's
was
just
saying, I was saying how my family name is Walladum, and how easy it was to look up old articles like in the Chicago Tribune archives and stuff. And I
yeah,
found an article from my uncle about my uncle Andrew, and that they had moved from rural Illinois up to Chicago, and a dog that they had to leave behind
yeah.
found them came up into the city of Chicago and ended up on their front porch barking.
Oh, that's
Wow.
amazing.
And it was on Christmas Eve, and it was an article. I have the article that was put out because of that.
Hello.
And I was like, are you
this goes
kidding
back
me?
as far as 1500.
Yeah, see, that's amazing. Like mine go back only so far on my dad's side.
I'm just blown away by it, to be honest. I may have cried, and my cousin's like, "Oh, for goodness sake, pull yourself together." I'm like, "You have no idea." My cousin could be my brother. He and I are very similar, and my dad and his dad were very close, almost like brothers. So we've always grown up together. So people see us, and we actually look alike and assume that he's my brother, and he treats me as such. You know, we had lunch. He came and had lunch with Dad, and he's yelling at me, "Hey, you! You want a prosecco?" You know, like he's yelling at me across. So yeah, it's very funny. If I had a brother, I would want it to be him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Mady, I've been. You know it. I've been doing my homework.
Well, we should bring her up, don't you think?
Yeah, I was waiting. I was like,
Here she is.
Yeah, I've gone deep, Mady, down that account of yours.
Hey.
There she is.
Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing
Good.
well.
Can you see
Is
me?
your cat?
No.
Oh, hold on. It always has it turned off. I don't know why. I always have to like fix it. Hi.
Mine does
Hi.
too.
Oh, my coffee's a bit bitter this morning. Hi, Melissa. It's lovely to have you here. I hope you're here with all the
Yay.
tough questions.
Oh yeah. No, I am so excited for today, Mady, because I know I've said this story, but now that I can see your face, I have to tell it again. Like we ran into you at Chicago Stationery Fest.
I love this
And
story.
Rob did a
Yes.
doodle in your journal.
Yep.
And I did not put it together who you were. And I have been
So
on
funny.
your YT for ever watching
Oh
your
my
book
God.
journals and
Yeah.
so
You're
like
an amazing bestie.
I'm so glad you're here this morning.
I know
I'm
you and I were standing right next to each other because like
Yeah.
I think Rob was signing, like he was signing in my notebook and we were just kind of like I looked at you and smiled and then we just kind of stood there.
Yeah, I mean, we
That's
chit-chatted
so
a little
funny.
bit, but I was like, and Melissa even said Mady, and my brain did not go mostly Mady. Like, I don't know why. I was
Well,
like,
and here's the thing, like, you know, with so many of us who do like journaling and planning, I'm like, people know my hands more than they know my face, you know?
That's true, isn't it? It is.
Like you can
And-
point my journal out, but my
There's like
face
a way.
not so much.
I always
Right.
admire like the people that do that, and they're like they've sort of learned this way to move their hands to communicate, you know, from overhead. And it always just cracks me up because sometimes I'm
Yes.
wondering, are they doing this on purpose to make it more interesting? You
Yeah,
know?
it's like you got to like figure out all your movements or whatever.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
just
funny.
hand talkers. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I fully
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that you and Melissa were sisters. So I remember saying
I know
to
that
Nikki,
was so funny.
"Oh, I think that they're sisters," because I jumped on the live when you guys were in the hotel room, and
Mm-hmm.
I was laughing so hard when you guys were talking about the kettle. Right,
Oh,
and the
God,
things
yes.
boil in a hotel. People boil in a hotel kettle, and it was wild. And I said to Nikki, "Oh no, I think they're sisters." And then, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Melissa said it's the first time you'd actually met in person.
Yeah,
Is it?
we were just like both going to Chicago's Stationery Fest, and it was like we kind of were like, okay, I'm going, and then we were like, do you just want to get a hotel room together? Like, it's like, yeah, let's do it. So, yeah, that was our
is
first time
so
meeting.
cool. How fun was that? And
Yeah,
then,
Melissa, we're
'cause
soul
to me, the two
sisters,
of you
that's
are peas in a pod. Same. Just
Yeah.
And I love the friendships the friendships that get formed on this app. It's just amazing.
Oh, thank
isn't
you,
it? It
Stacey.
blows my mind.
Yeah, I joke to her, I was like, we're like yin and yang. Like, we go to Chicago Stationery Fest, she's in her all black, I'm in like my rainbow sweater. Like,
You're
all
very
about balance.
Wednesday and what's her name from the new Wednesday show on Netflix.
oh, yeah.
Enid. Wednesday and
And
Enid.
like she had her coffee with cream. I had my black coffee. I'm like, it's good though. Yeah, it's like it's good to
all
have the
about
balance.
It's all
Yeah.
good. That's right. That's right.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to start because honestly, I do when I'm researching somebody, I dive into their profile and I go down to the bottom.
Oh, bless you for doing
Correct. It
that.
was like playing chocolate wheel. Like wow, this girl has been on here for a while. And at one point, I'm like, do I really need to go this far back? It's like, no,
Do I have to
you
go
need
all
the
the
Yeah,
way?
she's
complete.
like a 3-year-old, you know. It's like
And this is my planner, and
this little kid.
And do you know
Oh
what
my
really
gosh.
impressed me the most, though, is that people's journals have an evolution.
Oh
But
yeah.
what I see from yours is that you started in a week's, well, you had a week's then, and this was 2023, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah, I think you're
and
right. Yeah.
and you're still in a week's.
I am. Yes.
I
But
mean,
so
that blew
here's the
my
thing.
mind
That
to
was
start
like
with, just quietly. Yeah.
the weeks was like the gateway drug to like all the other
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
when I got back into journaling, I got a weeks and I was like, if I can actually do this and fill this out every day for a whole year, then I will give myself permission to do other things. And like here we are now. We've got like, our stack of, I'm like, wow, things have really escalated from
Yeah.
year one to now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so how
And I
long have
know
you been
Nikki
doing it?
discovered you because of your love for books. And I was
Yes.
fascinated, like, I went deep down a whole heap of your book recommendations and what you were reading. And I'm going to let Nikki take it away from here because I know she is really
Well,
interested in the way you journal about your
mhm.
books and the way you capture that information. But I am so fascinated.
Yeah, Rob, you were gonna say something though. What, Rob?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Oh,
It's
okay,
okay.
sorry.
Sorry, Rob. Sorry, Rob.
Um, no, but like that's how I discovered you on YT was your how you laid out your book tracking in your
Yeah.
weeks because
Yes.
I was missing that when I switched over to a weeks. I felt like I didn't
Yeah.
have room in my week to do it. But then when I saw how you did the extra pages, my mind
Hmm.
just exploded because I was like, why didn't I think of that? I started as a bullet journaler. Why
Yes.
don't I build my own pages? So,
Yeah, that's exactly. I would never say I was actually a bullet journal. I wanted to be a bullet journaler and I
oh
was
yeah, I was a
just
wannabe. Yeah.
I didn't have the patience for it. If it wasn't like perfect, I would get so frustrated. I would rip pages out. Like it was not for me. So that's why I kind of like took a step away from journaling for a bit because it was like, well, this isn't working. And then I realized like, well, there's so many other ways you can journal. So when I had the weeks, it was perfect because of the size. It's like, it's just enough space that I can be a little creative, but it's not so overwhelming where there's this huge, giant like white space where I'm like, oh my, I
Yes.
can't like get a vision for this. Like that's my hardest thing.
Exactly. Well, and that's how I found you is because I was like, I need something. How do I put my book tracking in this? And then I started
Yeah.
looking at some of my old bullet journaling um, people, Jesse or Joshi Corinne and, all
Like the OGs.
the OGs, yeah. And then you popped up on the sidebar, as one
Mm.
does on the YouTube. And I was like, oh, because I think it was one of your pages with the little covers. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, what's this? And then I went down the rabbit hole.
What's this?
Um,
Oh, the rabbit
and
hole.
I should pull one out. I think I have one in the cabinet right in front of me. I still do my book tracking in my weeks that way. But
Yeah.
now this year I've kind of, because of the paper situation last year, I've started
Mm.
doing it inside my Jibun Tacho instead because I
Hmm.
tried that one out and I'm just loving it. But I still follow kind of your same system. I feel a little
Yeah.
like a copycat. So,
Well, I think that's what's so cool though is like you'll find somebody and get inspired, but then you can put your own spin on it. So it's like you're not
mhm,
actually a copycat because you have things in yours that are very different than mine and you
right.
make it work for you. So it's like everybody can pull inspiration from each other and then you tweak it. So it's like what's going to work
Uh,
for you because doing it exactly the same way as someone else, doesn't always work. Like sometimes it can, but everyone's got their own style. So
Sometimes you
Mhm,
do at the beginning because you're learning their
you're
method,
learning.
and
Yeah.
right.
then, but that's what I love about this whole community. God, there's so much
Oh my
inspiration.
gosh. It's crazy.
I
Like
just
there's,
can't
yeah.
handle it. I mean, I can handle it like with a flourish, because it's like yesterday my brain was just exploding. I mean,
Yeah.
Tanea
There's just not
was
enough
like,
time. That's my problem. I don't have
oh
enough
my
time.
God, we didn't even get to her
Right.
bookshelf.
Yeah.
Her beautifully curated and organized bookshelf.
It blew
She's
my
a
mind.
librarian.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sad I missed that. I can't wait to watch like the replay because I was so
yeah,
bummed to miss
We'll
that
have
one.
the replay soon. I
Rob,
got
the
it
question
down.
you were asking Maddie was how long has she been journaling? That was the question you were asking her previously.
Oh, well, I mean, I've showed it off before. I still have my very first journal. It's like a pink fuzzy journal. And that was, I think I was maybe 9 or 10. So
Oh, wow.
I haven't consistently done, like through college, I was in a sorority, so we did like a lot of crafty stuff, but I didn't necessarily like keep a journal during college. And then when I had, my first son, I was like, I want to start finding a way. Tried a baby book, and I was like, that style doesn't work for me.
Mhm.
And so that was kind of where, after I did the year and the weeks, I was putting pictures in there, like in the back. I would do like a little recap at the end of every month and like print out little photos. And so that's kind of like, so I would say, yeah, 2023 or 2022 was when I really started to get back into it and like be consistent with it.
Yeah, because you've done a great job in documenting your journey as well. So you have a fairly large following on TikTok and also over on IG. So
yeah, I don't. I honestly, it was like a couple videos of it was the Hobonichi books, like the book journal. Those ones, I don't know what it was, but the algorithm took those ones, and like there's a few of those that had over 1 million views, and I think that's where like a big chunk of people came from, because I'm like,
yeah.
it was wild. I mean, the algorithm
And isn't
doesn't
that
make any
interesting?
sense.
Because I think Rob's big viral one was also Hobonichi launch day, right?
Mhm, yeah, it was
So
3.3
it goes
million.
to show, like the brands that have got a stronghold in this genre are clearly what people are looking for. They're looking for inspiration for use and how people are using them.
And it's funny because I didn't know, like, I just grabbed the Hobonichi weeks. I didn't know there was like such a strong like community behind Hobonichi until like later. And especially when those took off, I was like, oh, there's a lot of people who are very into this. Like this is
cult-like almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I was blown away by that. I mean, I couldn't believe. I mean, first of all, I couldn't believe I got that many people seeing this silly 10-second video that I just did. Like, oh, should I do one? Oh, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
It's like, it's kind of horrifying when you open your app and you're like, why do I have so many notifications? Like, what happened? You're like, oh my God.
Like,
yeah.
But it led me into this world, in this community, and it's just like, oh my God, where have you guys been?
Yes, yeah. That's what's so fun. I'm like, I'm happy for it. Wow, I can't talk. Mainly, I was trying to say mainly and mostly at the same time, because of the community. Like I was like, oh my God, like there's so many other people who also do this and enjoy this, and like because I didn't have any people in my real life who enjoy it. So to have such a strong community online is so fun.
That's exactly.
And I feel like we reared back, because I remember, like, because I've been into planners since I was in college, and I graduated in the 80s. So like I had tried every single kind of planner there was, and then when like the digital age came out and people were starting to do all their stuff on their work planners that they had to use, their work systems.
Oh, yeah.
I would go to Staples and I was like, oh my God, it was like an arid wasteland of journals and planners. And I was like, oh my God, And then I think everyone was like, no, the younger people were like, hey, let's do something old-fashioned-y and start writing in books again. And it was like, that's true, And then
It is
all
true,
of a sudden, I was just inundated with planners and every kind of really cool, beautiful planners. So it's been an interesting journey. I think that was just kind of like where people realized, there really is a lot of power in writing with a pen.
Yes.
The pen is mightier than the sword, kind of thing.
I get the digital planning. For some people, it's so convenient, especially, like if you know how to do it and do it well, I totally understand that. But for me, it's like, no, I need my pen and I need my paper. I need to hold it. I need to like rip, it's like, if I want to highlight, it's just, there's something there. There's something special about the paper,
Yeah. And I think that we've it's sort of morphed into doing like junk journal-y, kind of like making our spreads with stickers and things, because we're like, paper, you're just like loving the paper and trying to make it different than digital, because I think a lot of people at work have their systems that they have to use, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
their online calendars and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're trying to come up with like a nice balance between those two,
I love Danny's comment that she's just made. It made me feel old when youth discovered stationery.
It's true, but it's also, I mean, that was one of the things I said in my presentation at the pen show, is that I love that there's this drive back to analog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this drive back to, for years, everything was speeding up. And now all of a sudden there's this push to slow down, and they call it romanticizing your life. But really, it's just taking it back a step and slowing down, getting out of technology. And
It's like life before tech, basically,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely
I love
right.
that.
Yeah.
But with that has also, I think, been an explosion of book talk, of, like people reading again, people journaling again, scrapbooking again.
Which is
and it's
the whole
ironic that we
slowing
show
down.
each other on digital media. You know what I mean?
Well, but that's the thing, right? It's like you were saying, is that I don't have anyone by me where I am in my little corner of the world. I have since found people that are by me because of this.
Because of the digital, yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like it's a way, you have to find the way to like merge the two and make them work together.
Yeah.
Hey, Julie.
And Nikki, isn't it amazing the people that you've found? So, just think this weekend you guys are heading off to the opening of the new paper and pencil store.
I'm so excited for you. That's so
There's
fun.
another opportunity there to capture. You're standing in line, you're talking to people, what an opportunity to capture that moment. I hope you guys do. I actually messaged Jason and said, I'm thinking about you guys this weekend. Please make sure you do a haul and capture all the information.
Yes, make it feel like we were there.
Yeah.
We
definitely
want to live vicariously through
I don't
you guys.
know. I'm curious to see. I know the turnout's going to be big. I know it is.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know if it'll be as crazy as the Hobonichi line, but it'll definitely still be big. So I
don't
It's
know,
hard to
you
say
know?
because Hobonichi is a bit specialist, whereas paper and pencil has kind of become a bit of an icon. I think you might be
pencil has
surprised.
grown again. It's another thing that has exploded thanks to Hobonichi. I mean, honestly, that day really did put. I mean, I knew about them before them because I'm in the area, but like they became a household name. I feel like thanks to Hobonichi.
And I love the story
same,
Nikki
Julie.
tells. I love the story Nikki tells when she's standing in the line and she was probably, 5 or 6 people in front of where Jason and Rob were, but she didn't know them then.
I didn't. No,
Really?
I remember seeing Rob and thinking how cute
funny.
he was because he had his little fedora hat on and he had the good mustache curl going. And I remember seeing him because it was just, he had such a gorgeous,
and it's growing back. It's growing back.
Yeah. But it was just, I remember it. And I remember him walking back and forth in the line and like, kind of, I don't necessarily remember.
I was like a kid in a candy store. I couldn't believe, like, you like planners too? Oh my God.
Like you all are here for the same thing.
It's
And
like,
Rob's
oh my
gonna
God,
go,
all
what
my
are
new
all
very
you
best
people
friends.
doing here? Like, Jason told me to come in queue, but what are you lot doing there?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, and I think because I was like 6th person in line, I think that I missed Jason because of his height. I would have remembered tall guy.
Well, he wasn't actually in line. He was, He was at
and
the what
gym,
he did was
wasn't
he made a video and just went down the entire line. And, and he's the kind of person who's like, hey, everybody, woohoo, and he's so
He's like the hype
outgoing
man.
and so like a leader kind of person.
He is.
So,
very much
I think you had already gone into the store. But
I think so too.
Funny.
Yeah.
Maddie, can I take you back to 2023? I love the way you documented
She's like, let me dig in the
Thank you, Julie.
your low spend year.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
How did that go? Like you documented that a lot, and I'm like, wow. I kind of feel like that. Although, Danny, ignore my last question on my private message to you about, hey, Danny, I think you've got one of these. How does this go? So, all that aside, I feel like that's where I'm heading with my simplified system. So I'm really interested because you get on here and everybody's got this and that, and next thing you're researching, it's like, oh, that's so cool, and oh, look, it's on. So, do you know what I mean? It's easy to get caught up with all of the things.
Oh,
So
yeah.
how did your low spend year go? Because it was fairly early on when you were on here, so you were being exposed to a heap.
Yes. You know what?
Yeah.
And that was a good time to do it, because if I hadn't, I probably would have
Gee, I
garnered
know
way
that.
more than I needed. And then you run into the issue of like you're overwhelmed because you have like too many supplies. And then it's like, well, now I have decision paralysis because I have so many different things I want to use.
Yeah.
Um, it was a challenge, because I definitely, like, especially like, when COVID hit and we were all in whatever, that was when like online shopping
Yeah.
kind of really took off, where people are like, well,
Mhm.
we're just buying things online. And I kind of like did that, and then I never like stopped after COVID. And I was like, every day I'm like getting a package, and I was like, okay, this is not normal. I need to like reel it in a little bit here. And it was good. It was hard because I was like using my TikTok to like call myself out and be like, okay, you need to stop. Like, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I will say it was very humbling to every day like sit down and write it all down, like using pen and paper and being like, okay, what did I spend today? What was like
Yeah.
essential, non-essential? By the end, I started just writing the non-essential stuff, because I was like, okay, I like, it wasn't so much that I was like trying to like hit a certain budget. I wasn't, you know what I mean? It was more just like I need to like just slow down the spending. So it was like, all right, I have to sit here and I have to write this. And then I have to go on my TikTok and I have to tell everybody what I spent my money on, which was like,
So it's like
you know,
double accountability, right? Because people are
yes.
watching, people are going, wonder how this is going. But also the
Yeah.
fact that you then made the decision to use a library for your books rather
Hmm.
than purchase books. So your first, whereas for
Yeah.
me, I'm like, oh, what time does the bookstore open? I'm heading down. Watching your videos was like, I should definitely do that, right? I should only read what I can get from the library,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Well, and the
hard to
thing for
write in
me
my
too
books.
was the last house, when I did that, the house we were in, it was also just a matter of I had nowhere to put. Like we were like maxed out with space. There was nowhere to put anything. So I was
Yeah.
like, so it worked, because then I was leaning on the library a lot. And honestly, almost everything I read was on my Kindle. It wasn't even getting the physical, but I was just using Libby,
Mm.
and I max out my holds. So then there's always something that's available. And that was fun too, because I love documenting like how much I saved by using the library, and like calculating the
Mm.
total at the end of the year.
That was
Yeah.
Um,
my big drive. One of my goals this year was to use the library more because we were gonna downsize and move this past summer, and I purged a ton of my books. And I was like,
mhm.
I have got to stop buying books. I don't have space. They're hard to
Yeah.
pack. They're hard to
Yeah, it's a
move.
lot. Yes.
It's a lot. And
Yeah.
I remember seeing when you were breaking down what you saved, and I was like, I should do that. I just
Hmm.
think that would drive me
Can you
to
imagine and
go to the library.
documenting you borrowed all of these books? If you had bought them, what it would have cost you and therefore how much you've saved? Can you imagine doing like,
Yeah.
wow,
No, that's one of the things that I wanted to do
wild.
really bad
Yeah.
this year.
Jason likes
But
to buy books, and our library is like a library. Like you walk
Yeah.
in, and it's
mhm.
huge.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm building one now.
Yeah.
Now that we've moved and I have the space, but I still do use the library
He
pretty
uses the
much.
library too. Like he actually just
Yeah.
went to the library and got a bunch of books. But yeah,
I almost
Yeah.
more like to like buy the books after I've read them, and it's like these are the books that I really
Yes.
like and I want them on
I'm
my shelves,
And so
right?
same
therefore you
way. It's
curate your collection
yeah,
intentionally.
Yes.
that's a good way of
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing it because
That's a
then
great way
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do it.
Tanya. Yeah.
Because then they are all meaningful to you as well. You know,
Yes.
it's not just a bunch of random books, some that
Melissa.
you know,
Melissa's
like
banned from
mine,
her
for
library.
example.
oh, so anyway, Keith.
I love that Melissa has just commented. So this is crazy because my post today is going to be about my current no buy situation.
Mm.
So yeah, and I
I
just
think
think,
a lot of us are assessing that right now. It seems like there's a
It's
lot. I went
yeah.
through it kind of by force because of the whole job situation,
Right.
but it still made me go, man, I have so much stuff I can just use up.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't need to buy more.
And the problem is it's literally like 2 clicks and I've got something coming to my house tomorrow. And it's like, just because it's easy doesn't mean I should do it.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
I know.
Leanne says, I'm married to a book writer, meaning he writes about books. Our apartment is all books. Can you imagine? It would be like
You live
Disneyland.
in a book. You live in a book.
I would imagine.
Yeah, Melissa and I are bad influences on each other.
Was that from the library? What did she say?
She said she got banned from her library.
Because she kept 3 books for 2 years. Listen, she did return them.
I don't think that I think the library is very generous. Unless you're like abusing the books, like returning them with like missing pages. I think they're pretty forgiving. So
Yeah.
you should give them a shot. Give them a second chance.
They're just happy to have you come in their door. It's really
exactly.
I do, that we're on this topic though, like, I mean, do no spends if it's what you need for your budget, but if you want the pen, buy the pen. If you want the notebook, buy the notebook, but
it goes both ways. It ebbs and flows. Ebbs and flows. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Ron, lordy, my library is currently 800 books, mostly cookbooks. I can imagine that, Ron.
I can see that.
And by the way, when are we going shopping?
It makes sense.
Yeah, you and I are shopping
cookies
together in New York, remember? We've got a date, you and I. Ron? Yeah, Mady and I are the worst for each other, Melissa says. I have no doubt you two are trouble is all I can say.
I right before this, I messaged her. I said, "Do I need this pen?" She goes, "Yes."
I know, it's terrible.
Well,
Oh my God.
I posted, which I need to do a video on. It came in, the pens I got for Mother's Day. I posted that video of like, do I need one more? You think I need one more? And Melissa was like, yes. She's like, I just bought one today. Yes, you do.
If you're not putting yourself in some sort of debt, the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
That's the thing.
Treat
it's
yourself.
doing it well. I wouldn't
Doing it
necessarily.
Semi-responsibly.
I think the lesson here is don't ask Melissa because she's always going to say yes.
Right. So if I want to buy a pen and I just need someone to tell me yes, that's who I'll go to Melissa.
Oh, I know, but it's like
adult money.
It's like you go into a back alley. We're like, should I get this? Should I get this? Yes.
It's like
do it.
Do
it.
That's
and also
Jason
get the
for me.
new ink.
I think Jason. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Takes a bow. Yes,
Ron.
Melissa. You deserve to take all the bows. You're the reason I bought a bunch of collage soup stuff and yeah. But I'm loving it.
Or are you just ducking from our husbands? I mean, let's be clear here, right? Are you taking a bow or are you just ducking from,
Or dodging, yes.
I know, right? Dodging is probably what you guys call it.
Speaking of collage soup, I wanted to make sure we talk about your ecosystem because I feel like, I don't know if you've been junk journaling for a long time, but I feel like you've here recently started actually posting your junk journaling and stuff like that. So I definitely want to hear about your evolution in your ecosystem.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. I haven't. So when I kind of started this account, back in 2022 or 2023, that was one of because I've always been a planner. So I've always had the planner. That's even in college through work, there's always been planners. And then I discovered the junk journaling, and I was a huge scrapbooker. I grew up doing that. That was an activity my friends and I would do in high school, because we lived in the middle of nowhere. So it was the one, a fun activity we could all do together. And I was like, oh, well, this is cool because I can just use things that I already have. I don't have to go buy, because that's another thing is the barrier to entry with some things like scrapbooking. It's well, now I have to go to the store and I need to get all the scrapbook paper and I need to go get stickers and I need to, with junk journaling, I was like, well, this is fun. I just grab some random crap around my house and mess around and play with it,
Yes.
And then, I love it. I don't do it as much anymore. But this is my stack right now of my regular stuff, I guess. I have a lot of other notebooks too, but I don't use, it's if you ask me how many journals I use, I probably have 9, but I don't use 9 every day or every week or every month. It's I have a hiking journal, so I use it to fill in when we go on a hike, which is not, so, but these are like the main ones. So this is my creative journal right now, which is like where I do the junk journaling
Yay.
and that kind of stuff, which is, it's just so fun. Like let's see, I'm sorry if you can hear the,
Oh, it's okay.
the sirens. Like this is
The
from
junk journal police are on their
Chicago.
way.
Yes.
They're coming for me.
It's the spending police.
So like here's my Chicago, like one of my Chicago pages. So this is like where I just do a lot of random, like when I get mail, I just like put it all in here. It's fun. I love this one, and I always have one in my rotation. So this is kind of like when I'm not wanting to do like pen and paper and I'm not memory keeping. This is kind of like for all the random stuff that I want to do. And then I do have so this is a Rosy Life Planner, and it is the same. So I got this last year because I also had problems with my Hobonichi paper. Mm-hmm. And so I was trying to find an alternative, and they have the same layout. It's almost identical to the Hobonichi. So I did that last year and I really liked it. So I just did it again for this year. And this is where I do all of like my family memory keeping. And then I use I show these pages a lot because they're just like my weeklies. Yes. Just like so much stickers and ink and all that stuff. It's just like a place to be creative and have fun. And then the daily pages, that's where I like do memory keeping. Like, how I was saying with like a baby book, I just couldn't do it. It just wasn't. This is more fun.
With
it's
my
like
kids too. I couldn't do it.
It's too hard. And it's like, and I have 3 kids, so it's like I can't keep up with all that. So this is where I just document all of our days, and it's like a lot of photos. It's like just writing what we did, what they're up to, like, what they're interested in.
And that sounds it's to me, it reminds me of, going to my parents and grabbing the chocolate box of photos out, right? Can you imagine your kids when they're older coming to your place and going, Mum, let's grab those journals out and sitting, remember when we did this? I think that is just such fun.
Yeah. And it's like, there's lots of photos, and like, I think eventually I'll have them like contribute to it, because it's like I don't have to do it all. Like if they want to write stuff in here, eventually they can too. But, I still get to use stickers, and I do doodles and like tape stuff in, and every day is just different. It's like whatever I'm in the mood. Sometimes I just do photo dumps because I'm like, I don't feel like writing anything. And then on like their birthdays, I'll like write kind of who they are in that moment. And it's like very specific, like what characters are they into? Like we're in a huge Pokemon phase right now. So it's like,
oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So it's like jotting those things, like what's their favorite color? What, who are their friends? What do they like to do for fun? That kind of stuff. I love this one. This is the one that I feel like is like holds the most meaning for me. But I don't show it a lot just because now that they're getting a little older, it's just, honestly, some of it is just kind of boring because it's like just our life and like the things they're doing.
Mom, Melissa, I agree. She is a very cool
thank you. Yeah. And I also like there's so many photos in here, and I try to keep them offline. So I'm like, I have so many, like the one time I tried to do a flip through and my son came up and he's like, why are there sticky notes all over our faces? It's like, how do I explain to him? Like, I'm showing my friends, but I don't want them to see what you look like. It's like, so we have that one. And then my weeks, which I still have, I do my reading, and then I've got
weeks, is that a mega? Like, it looks like it's quite, no it isn't. It's just a normal size. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is kind of just like whatever I need it to be. I've kind of used it as a content planner, like the monthly pages. Now I've just started putting like, what spreads did I make? And I print little pictures of like the spreads that I made. And then the weeks, it's like content ideas, random things I have to do, like around the house. I mean, it's pretty much like your typical planner situation.
What kind of photo printer do you have, or how do you put the photos in?
I've got the Canon Ivy. I have the Canon Ivy. It's like the little mini one. And I really only use it for the books. So the print, because it's that zinc paper, the actual like print quality isn't super great, but for little book photo, like the book covers, it works. It's
They're
fine.
close
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, I did the
Yeah, it's
same.
like I don't need it to be perfect. So when I do the printing for like my family pictures and stuff, I have the Canon Selfie, which is actually nice. It's here, I can show you. It's like it's small, but it sits
Yeah,
under
I
my
have the
desk.
same. Yeah.
It's perfect. The photo quality is great. Like the colors are great. And that's what I use for like when it matters, you know, like with the archival properties and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's and like the paper for this is pretty expensive. So I'm like, I try to be like sparing with how I use it.
Yeah.
I almost always do 4 to a page on my Canon Ivy, like because the
Oh,
size
yeah.
is good and like it's just
Yeah.
enough to sprinkle like things, but like yeah, because it
Yep.
can get pricey. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like doing a full size picture. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna use a whole
whole
sheet
yeah.
for one photo.
I do that too.
Yeah.
I do. I'm like, no.
Maddie, I've got to ask this question with Nikki's interests in mind. So you had a B6 Aura Estelle.
Oh yes, it's right here.
Do you still use it?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Okay.
Here it is. Yes.
There it is. Do you like it?
I love it. It is
What
So
kind
I
of
have-
journal?
so it's pretty much just kind of like stream of conscious for me at this point. It's experimental. This is my first year using it. But I do, you know, like just writing. It's kind
Is
of
it
like
what is the brand of the journal?
Or a Estelle.
it's an
Aura
Aura
Estelle?
Estelle.
Oh, so she
Yeah.
has her own journals too?
yeah.
Yes.
She's
So this
the one
is
that does the magnet planner that I really
Yes.
want.
Yeah,
Really
the one, the
Yes.
magnet that
Oh,
Nikki's very
Lord.
keen on. Because it's the layout, isn't it? It's the
Yes.
way that it's laid out
Yeah.
so logically.
Yeah, so you have at the beginning, you have like the week at a glance on this side, and then you get the 7 days, and then it goes into the next week. And I've really had fun with it. This, like I said, it's my first year using it, and I love this because I am now using my fountain pens and my fountain pen ink so much more because every week
Yeah.
I choose a new color.
Yeah.
So it's like
But
I look
that
forward
would
to
be
it
a
every
great
week.
work planner, wouldn't it? Because it's actually quite logical.
yes.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
Melissa. I think Melissa uses
She's
one for
saying in the
work.
chat, she's like, I love mine. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I-
Melissa does have one too,
yeah,
doesn't she?
that's why I really wanted to
Yeah.
get my hands on one because I was like, the way this is laid out is so
Mhm.
logical, being consecutive, and
Yeah.
it
Yes.
harkens back to what I loved about bullet journaling. Because in bullet journaling,
Yes.
I could put
You could control
put
it.
in whatever order I wanted, and
Yeah.
that was the order I always built mine in. But
So I think
yeah.
I'm pulling out my Wonderland. I'm pretty sure that's the same with the Wonderland.
Yeah, it's
the only
consecutive.
difference is the Wonderland months are all together, and then it's week and days.
No,
Like,
because look,
isn't it?
May, and then this is last year's, and then it goes into the weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's May. It's all of May, and then you go into like the end of the month, and then that's
Oh.
the new month,
Yeah.
and then you go into the new. This is like
I might have bought the wrong layout. Well, I bought the undated. Maybe that's why.
Oh, maybe they have, and that's the thing. Like all these, I love
A
it.
weekly
All these
magnet.
brands, there's so many
Okay.
different ones, but it's like it's so hard to decide because it's like okay, first you pick a brand, and then you're like, okay, is it the core version? Is it the stock version? Do I get the
Yeah. Is it
essentials?
No, I
Do I
mean,
get the
the
like?
variety. I used to just get like a day
like-
runner, you know?
Well,
like
and
the
then,
day
like-
runner, you know? Like,
Yeah, and
Now
then I'm
there's
like
just-
researching, trying to figure out. I'm like, wait, okay, so what's the difference between common, complete? What's the difference
Right.
between magnet, daily, weekly, horizontal, stacked on stack? I'm like,
Yeah.
I know.
and every company does it, labels it a little bit differently. So
And
I'm
that's
like,
why, like, when I make videos and people will be like, why are you being so specific? I'm like, because people like it's, you know, the A5 weekly planner stacked. Like, that's the version I have.
We like to
and
know
it's
the
like,
details. Like we are,
Yeah.
we are going down a rabbit hole. We
I
want to
want
know
the
these
specific
things.
one, right? It's
Yes.
like, you need to know.
Lily Dawn, I'm just going to answer your question. Is Aura Estelle part of Stology? No,
Stology,
it's not.
no.
Aura Estelle is completely a separate company called Aura Estelle, as is Stology. Stology is a different brand.
Yeah.
Aura Estelle's not Japanese, is it? Or is it?
Canadian.
It's
Canadian,
Canadian.
yeah.
Right, whereas Stology, I believe, is Japanese. Am I
Crazy.
right? Is Stology Japanese?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Is it?
I have one right here. I don't know. Does it say?
I love
I've
how
never
white
really
the
looked
paper
into
is.
it. It didn't behave with my fountain pens, and I kind of never went back.
Which one?
The Stalogy.
Oh, really? I
I've
haven't
got
had
an
that.
A6
it was
Stology, which
also,
is
again,
beautiful. The
last year.
paper's lovely.
Oh,
Well,
it was
Rosie
last year.
Life Planner
last
is
year.
like,
So
Oh,
my
like I
God.
haven't
Yeah.
tried Stalogy again because I was on a hunt for better paper, you know, like, but
Yeah.
we all
Yeah.
were last year. Like
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
so
What's your
I-
I'm
favorite
looking.
size,
I'm looking at
Mady?
the Rosie Life Planner, and it's kind of like my brain is kind of like going, "Whoa!" 'cause
Oh, they have, yeah.
It's
There's
cool.
one that's like really, she launched a new one for this year that's like got a lot. It's called like the Flow, I think. Again, it's like, what are the like
all
the
these
name?
names. I know.
I just have the
know.
original. I don't have
Thanks,
like
Tanea.
the crazy one.
Tanea says Stology is Japanese. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
wasn't sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. So
Um,
Ali, you were gonna ask me something.
Yeah, I was going to ask. So you've got quite a few, like you've got your weeks and your B6, and you know, like you've got various different sizes.
I have every size possible.
So, do you have a sweet spot, like a size that you prefer? Like I know, like Nikki, for example, is like B6, like and Rob B6.
B6. I just discovered.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I love B6.
Although Nikki, I mean, that's probably not fair for me to say for Nikki B6 because
No, I would still agree with that. I am
Okay.
enjoying my A5 Slim.
yeah.
You wouldn't think that little like what?
So is it
half an
just
inch
shorter?
makes
Like
it-
it's
it's just a
It's
little bit
not as
narrower.
wide.
narrower.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just
Yeah.
a smidge narrower, but I don't know why that's making such a world of difference in my brain, but it really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
And but
it does for me too.
But I also the A5 Slim was the only one available when I purchased my Jibboon.
Okay.
So Rob was able to get his hands on because he waited patiently. I did not. He was able to get his hands on the B6, and I'm like, I would have gotten the
Yeah.
the B6
Okay.
for me is
Yeah.
like this perfect little like perfect
Yeah.
size. Like it fits in the bag. It's big
Mhm.
enough,
Yeah.
but not too big. You know,
It's
it's
just like
It's that
So
little
handy.
sweet spot
I
between
call it the
pocket and
Goldilocks
the
size because
yeah.
it really is the
Just
not too big,
right.
not too small, not too it's
Yeah.
it's perfect. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
And
like
while
you
we're talking
you tend
about
to use
Wonderland-
every size like for different purposes though. Like
Yeah, it's for me it depends on like the activity, right? So if I'm just like pen to paper, which is what I've been really doing in the B6, chef's kiss, like perfect. I love it. Being a little more creative like with the memory keeping, so I can like do a little more doodling and like adding photos and still having room for writing. A5 is what is
yep,
my go-to.
Same.
Yeah, if I want a junk journal and be like more collagey, like the
you want more
B
space.
the B5,
Oh,
right?
wow.
So yeah, so this is I don't even know like, and I'm like again, it was like learning all these different terms like A5, B5. I'm like, what? I don't know any of this. So
Yes, I
this
know
is,
my A's. I'm not really
like-
good with my B's.
We do
this
now.
this is A5 and this is a B5, so it's
Right.
a
So
bit
a
bigger.
B5 is bigger.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, B5
Yeah.
is much bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, I used a B5 for a couple years with the Commit 30
Crush.
planner. That
Yeah,
was my world.
It can be a lot of paper. So I always, especially when I go, like, because with my creative journaling, I kind of just use whatever's in my stash. And so when I go from an A5 up to a B5, I'm like, oh my, there's so much room in here. Like, how am I going to fill these pages?
Right.
But then you get into your rhythm and you figure it out. B5 is
Can I
bigger
just
than
make
A5.
a couple
Yes.
of
Yeah.
quick announcements before we move on to the next questions? But I just noticed Wonderland 222 came out and said that their 2027 planners are about to be
Yes.
launched.
Yeah.
So I just thought I would earmark that here, Rob.
I think it's interesting that so many companies are doing these early launches.
You know
I-
why,
yeah.
don't you? Because they want to get the
they're
jump on
worried about the
Hobonichi.
paper quality. They want to get
Yeah.
on the first batch. So
Yeah,
it makes
and they want to get the
sense.
jump on Hobonichi, because
Well, it's not even that. It's they are trying to make sure they're in the good batches of Tomoe River. Like
Yeah.
they want to
Oh,
make
that's
sure.
so crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
how-
just like
you know?
I can't even fathom buying my planner for next year right now. Like it's
No.
way too
No, I
pricey.
would end up giving them away because I'd then go see the next one and want to buy that one.
Shipping issues is what Julie's saying. Yeah, that would make sense too. Like,
That's fair too.
because a
Yeah.
lot of them do the pre-orders and like you don't get it for several months after you order it.
yeah,
Right.
You
actually,
know.
Julie, yeah, probably right. Yeah, interesting. So I'm fully in my notes now, making size and order of how big. So A4, B5, A5, B6, A6 in size order.
Oh, you should go just look it up and see, like, because I'll have like a big sheet that shows you all the sizes
Yes.
compared to each other.
Yes.
And you're like,
Yeah,
what?
I'm sure, but you know, I'm
really
laughing
cool.
at you, Ron. You and I swear, are the same person. You'll put your back out if you keep carrying that journal ecosystem with you everywhere. Just saying.
Yeah, because then you got
funny.
your pockets. You got your A6, you got your weeks, and then you got your traveler's notebook sizes. Like there's so many.
There's so many.
Yeah.
There's so
And
many.
not all of them are the same even.
And they're
either,
not all the
because,
same.
Like,
Yes.
Right. Because like Sterling Ink's B6, for example, is a little bit wider than
I got a
some other
Sterling Ink.
B6s.
I got a
it?
Sterling
A
Ink
little,
cover.
not by a lot, but like a little, like
Oh, geez.
just enough to make covers difficult.
I was gonna say that. Well, if you have covers, that's the problem because it's like
Right.
then things don't fit.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is a Sterling Ink plastic cover, and then I have the B6, and you can see there's like extra room up here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so when I made my cover,
And that's a
which is
Wonderland
just a watercolor
222 is your B6,
painting,
isn't it, Rob?
I had to cut it so that it would fit the plastic cover. And it's actually kind of cool because it
Yes,
gives me
please,
a little
Danny.
space for the paper doesn't get damaged or anything. So,
Yeah.
worked out
So
well.
and that's your Wonderland 222 in there, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't forget, everyone, that Rob has got his incredible giveaway at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
For Wonderland 222. So
Yeah.
make sure that you are, one, following everybody here, Mady and those of us on the panel, but also that you go into robdawn.com and I'll type
that's a
that
pretty
in the
color.
comments.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
like a
that pretty?
green
That's
color.
It's like a forest
sagey
green. Oh
forest
yeah,
green,
that's
yeah.
pretty.
It's almost, I love it. It's like a peacock.
Yeah, I had this and I realized, oh my God, I got to give this out soon because it's a
Yeah.
It's dated.
2026,
So
but it'll give you an
Rob Dawn.
opportunity to use the planner and not feel like, you spent a bunch of money on it.
The guilt. Yeah.
Guilt. So
Right.
this is a guilt-free.
Guilt-free.
Yeah.
There you
planner
go.
for you.
And how you enter is go into robdawn.com and subscribe to his
Yeah.
newsletter.
And I'm gonna
if
choose-
you have already subscribed previously,
Yeah, you're on the list.
That you already are included. But
Yeah.
if you
So then I'm
haven't,
gonna
jump in.
make the choice this weekend, I believe. Yeah. And so I'll
Yeah.
announce it on Monday.
Yeah, so make sure you get on there and be in because it's a great opportunity to try something.
Yeah,
that
guilt-free
you might
planning.
Go,
Right.
This works for me. I want to get this for next year. So make sure you do that. Remember to check out his stickers and his downloads while you're there because it would be rude not to.
Oh my God,
Okay.
I'm so excited, Rob. I ordered some of your stickers.
Oh, you did? Wonderful.
I did, yes.
Oh, I'm excited. Yay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So back to normal planning now. Can I ask journal supplies, Maddie? What are your favourites? Like, what are your go-tos that you reach for all the time? Like markers, glues,
Yeah.
adhesive is something we love to talk about.
Glue. Oh, you know what? Actually, where is it? Okay, so I'm not usually a glue runner like a tape, whatever. But I got this one. It's Tombow Mono Air.
I love
And-
those.
Oh, like I can't ever use a different one because this one, I've a lot of times when you use them, it like gets caught and like it rolls weird. Like you don't get the whole. This one is incredible. It's like,
It
oh my
behaves
gosh.
so well.
And what's it called
so where
again?
have you been all my life? Like,
Well, and
it's
not
so
only
good.
that, but those are refillable, so you can just buy.
Wait, they are?
Yes, you can just buy
Oh,
the refill for
so
it.
Julie uses it too.
Yeah.
What's
Oh my
it called? The Tombow.
Tombow
Mono
Air.
Air. It
Love
is
these names.
permanent
And
adhesive.
is it
Oh my gosh,
refillable?
yes. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
they're
Nikki just
refillable.
said. Yeah.
You have to like.
Oh yeah, you're
pop
right.
it.
Look.
There's a little thing. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you can just
Oh.
replace. You can buy just the inner replacements.
Even better. Oh my gosh, that's
Hey.
exciting.
And then that's the trick because a lot of people think like they're so expensive. Because like they would buy brand new ones every time.
Right, just
And
get
I'm
the
like, no.
refills.
I was like, just buy the refill is so much cheaper. You get like
Yes.
3 in a pack for like $5 or something, like 6, 7.
Yes. And then the Oohoo, of course, which Melissa got me onto Oohoo.
Ooh.
I know.
Oohoo. And then
Ooh.
Oohoo, and then Glue,
Yeah.
GLOO.
Glue.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are
Yes.
these are my
Yeah.
I
these
love
are my
my
adhesives. Yes.
This is a good one. The square makes all the difference.
I wish it didn't smell so weird, but
Honestly,
you know,
it's
it
just
is what
the
it
orange
is.
one. The orange one
Really?
smells weird. Yeah, the blue
Oh, it
and the
smells
gray.
like bathroom, like a baby powder
They
kind
almost
of.
smell
Oh.
baby, but the orange one smells funky.
Weird.
I'm not gonna
The
lie.
orange-
You
No,
were smelling
Yeah.
glue on
the orange
TikTok
one is
Live.
the orange one is their wrinkle free. And something about that chemical that they put in there,
Wrinkle
it
free. So
is
that's why it works so well on vellum. It must
yes,
be.
and tissue
Oh my
paper and
gosh.
things like that.
I just bought it. I didn't even know.
Yeah, but it smells like I don't know if you guys have ever used like fabric tack or
It's
fabric glue.
Fabri-Tac. Yes, it smells like Fabri-Tac.
That's exactly what it
Ugh.
smells like, and it's just this weird chemical smell. It's a little funky, but
It's
the
not good.
blue and the gray smell like they kind of have a baby powdery smell.
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
The baby powder.
So I had one before and I was like, I don't remember it smelling like this. And then when I was in Chicago, I just grabbed one and I didn't realize there was two different ones. And that
there's
must
there's
be what
three.
it is.
So I found this out at the pen show. That's the only reason I know
Glue.
this right now.
GLOO.
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 It's made by Kikuyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
good
blue is repositionable. So you can and it also is the one that changes color. So it goes down blue, but then it dries clear.
Yep.
The gray is permanent. So it's much stronger. You're not supposed to be able to move it unless you're really fast, you're not gonna be able to move it. And then the orange is the wrinkle free. And the orange one's the only one I've noticed that smells funky.
Okay.
I love
Good to know.
These are the biggest discussions about glue. It just cracks me up.
I
We're
know.
deep
I know,
into the adhesives.
It's always the thing, right? It's so funny.
No,
Yeah.
Lisa Maria, I keep forgetting to do. I'm gonna write that down. Doggone it! In a world we're talking about pens and writing shit down, so you
Yes.
remember. Oops, sorry, my language. But
How dare you?
I know.
The
Here I am.
Elmer's. I have an
She
Elmer's
little.
glue. I have the purple one.
I
and
love
like it.
Elmer's. I love Elmer's.
Jen-
I
Jennifer's
use Elmer's
asking
on my
how-
mustache. I literally would use it to curl my
Shut up.
mustache. Yeah, my barber told me to do it.
That's
washed it
awesome.
right
Jennifer's asking, how would you compare Uhu glue stick to Elmer's?
In my opinion, I feel like the Uhu is just a little bit stronger. And I feel like it lasts longer. So I have this size in Elmer's
Yeah.
also. And I feel like I go through Elmer's way faster. And I don't know if it's because I just feel like I need to lay more down, but I don't know. It just feels like you need less of this to do the same job as
And I
Elmer's.
will also say, in my experience, because I just got an Uhu stick not too long ago, it's less
Less
gloopy.
gloopy? Yeah, it is less
Yeah,
gloopy.
like it's-
Yep.
Mine
Just
gets
like
a bit
Elmer's-
gross around the top, though. I think maybe because I get a bit,
maybe,
Yeah,
but
it depends how you apply it too.
but the Elmer's
Elmer's in Texas
it'll
don't mix.
leave little blobs that you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
For lack of a better way to explain it. Whereas the Uhu, I don't notice doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it does have give. So if you make a mistake, you do have a few seconds to move things around and it's not going to be, stuck there forever.
Mm-hmm.
And can I ask you, again, way back down your page, and I'm pleased that Melissa's here because she might be able to help me out also, but Collage Sue had a prompt deck.
Yeah, I've got it right here. Right in my drawer.
I just looked at that and went, hang on a minute.
Yeah,
Did I
they
miss that on their site?
They
Is it
have
something
two.
that
I
they
don't
still
know.
Have? Melissa?
I don't. That's a question for Melissa.
Yeah, and I
Are-
say, Melissa, is it something they
Yeah.
still have? Because when I saw Mady, they do. No,
Yeah.
hang on.
So I have two. They have two.
Oh,
I
there's
think.
two.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Here's my other deck. So I don't know which one this one is because I only have it in the bag. So it came in this little bag. But they're so fun. They're just creative prompts and they're meant for artist trading cards, but I just use them as journaling prompts.
What
And then I was-
and when I saw that, I'm like, that is such a great idea. When
Yeah.
you just want to create something, if you're not a junk journaler, but you want to create something, what a great way to do it. Just pull a card and go
Yep.
for it.
Yeah, because sometimes it's the decision fatigue where I'm
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah.
to. I know I want to create, but I don't know what. I want to do something.
Yeah. Yeah,
So, just
exactly. And then
pick a
I spend the
card.
next, hour scrolling, and then my creative time's gone. It's like, oh, well.
Exactly. Yes. It's cool. I just doom scrolled for an hour instead of making something.
Oh, that's great, Melissa. Thank you. So Melissa said that there is still 2 cards available. And she's got a code, but I'm not telling you the code because I know that you lot are going to go buy them before I can get there. But if you're quick, you'll see it in the chat.
It's in the
But
chat.
just don't sell them out, please, before I can get there. Thank you.
Let Allie get hers, you guys. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Give the girl a break. Give the girl a break. And then fountain pens. We've talked glue. What else?
Yeah.
Markers, pens, paints.
Yeah, we can talk. What do we want? I just
Any
got.
supplies, like what you're loving. Well, because I know you and Melissa went live not too long ago ink swatching. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have I look like a little
Melissa.
ink dealer now. I've got this giant bag of all these little samples, and I'm walk around anyone need an ink? Because I got I got so many.
Can you take your time? Melissa's just going to go get a coffee. She's sitting in. Are you making popcorn too, Melissa?
Yeah.
We are so we're gone. We're just gone. We're never
just
coming
gone.
back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So this has been a really fun
That onion skin book.
Oh man.
Oh, isn't it just so nice?
it's so gorgeous.
So nice. So I've just been doing a lot of swatches in here. It's so funny because when we went to Chicago, I was like, I need some green inks. I don't really have any green inks. And then I looked at this and I'm like, I think I have enough green ink.
So what part of green is that not?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got every shade. So I don't know what I was thinking. And
I remember one time I was at a
it's
traffic
so true.
stop
That's
with
why-
a friend of mine. I was at a traffic stop with a friend of mine, and it turned green, but I hadn't noticed. And he says, "Are you waiting for a particular shade of green?"
Well, and that was too. That's why I started my travel size ink directory, because I would go into the city because we don't have shops by me.
Right.
And
you have to
I
be
would
prepared.
Right. And I would end up coming back with another darn green or purple ink. And I'm like, I do not need green, purple, or pink ever again.
Yep. Yeah.
But that's the colors I gravitate towards.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm like, well, it's because I like it. That's why.
Exactly.
I did something similar. I had this sterling ink that I didn't end up needing, and so that's what I've done in there too. It's I do it by color, so then it's my little catalog, and I'm like, okay, I can see what I've got, and then make sure I don't buy the same ink already.
So would you take that to a pen show with you? Like if you're looking at ink, you'd take that little journal with you so that you're not duplicating or buying another green or
I should, because when I went to Chicago I didn't have it, and here's my green page again, it's the most color that I have, so
Isn't that fascinating?
yeah.
Well, when I showed you the Wonderland, you were like, "Ooh, what's that green color?" You
Yeah.
were absorbed into it.
Please give me the green. I'm wearing green.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because did I see, was it a botany green? Did you get the botany green Paper Republic?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got all my green.
You've got all of the greens. Yeah.
Green and purple. Those are my two colors.
And it's so funny too, because
Interesting.
I was looking at my stationery supplies because I was packing up for my stay tonight over at Rob and Jason's for the opening, and so I
Your
was
sleepover?
my sleepover. And I was like, what? Everything's green. Like, you would think my favorite color is green, but my favorite color is purple. I'm like,
Oh, it's not your favorite color.
right.
okay.
And then I'm like,
Maybe it is, and you just don't know it
and
yet.
that's why I was like, is my favorite color changing? Is my favorite
Having an
color
identity
purple?
crisis.
Nikki, I think I need to pick your brains. I feel like I want a really nice, rich, dark green. I use this, I am the most boring person because I use the same ink in the same pen all the time.
Yeah.
I like
and
dyeing
love
mine's
it.
green
And-
black. That's one of my
And I'm
favorite.
about to finish
dark
another
greens.
bottle. It's before I go and order it again, maybe I should try something else.
Yeah, so I was
I
like
like
you
this.
for a long time, and I would do colors that were like you were saying, Nikki, a green black or a purple black. So it's it feels black, but it's not.
It's
And then
not,
you kind of slowly work your way into new colors.
Yeah.
It's got a little
Because
pizzazz
I know I'm
to
not
it,
allowed
yeah.
to say this, and I get told off every time I say it, but I used to be a black girl. I would only ever. And you guys are like, Ellie, you can't say that.
can't say
But
that.
I only ever used to write in black ink.
Yeah,
and I just,
same.
it's my comfort zone. So I think those dark
Yes.
colours are still.
Well,
And I
but
bought
it's
some
but Allie,
other,
you're doing
like
the
I bought
same. You're doing the same evolution I did because I came from the legal field. You
yeah,
only use black ink, or you can use
yeah,
blue, but most of them still prefer black ink.
Yeah.
And then I
yeah,
went from that into brown, which is what you did with your Tierra Colorada. Because like
yeah.
I had
I
all
mean, like
the
it's a
brown
little
inks.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm about to
And
finish my second bottle of it. I have
right.
another bottle in reserve,
And
but
then
I'm
I
like,
went, screw it.
yeah.
I'm gonna play with fun colors.
Hi, Ryan.
And then I went crazy. And now I have a whole cabinet of ink.
Yeah. Yep.
But
I know.
Yeah.
It's a
like
And I
slippery
never
samples,
got
slope.
bit by the
samples,
bug.
samples
So
are my
I
best
just have
friend.
tons of
Like
paper make layers.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a
We know,
sample
Rob. We
sample
know.
girl. I love it.
Yeah, I know, Brie. I know you hear me. Like, there's people here who get me, but I know every time I
Yes.
say that, everybody's like, you can't say that. I'm like, oh, well, but it's,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. And your favorite pen? Like, what are you writing with at the moment?
Um, my favorite pen. Oh God, how am I supposed to decide that?
It's like picking your
Right.
favorite child.
They love doing that to me too. They
Sophie's
love
choice.
asking me my
Don't
favorite
make me
child, and I'm like,
choose.
no, I can't
Okay,
choose.
you can have a selection of. You don't have to choose just one.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's not. Come on.
It's like, how?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I would say right now, which I've talked about a lot, is my Twisby Diamond. I'm really loving
Yes.
the Twisby Diamond.
And
That
you have the full size diamond, right? You don't have the
I
tiny one.
I have both.
Oh, you do have both. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was
have
like, I
both.
couldn't remember which one you had, and it's because you have both.
Ah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's interesting. The difference in size there.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
this
they
one
have-
in Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a mini version, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's still
Like a
good
pocket
size.
pen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you cap it, it's the same size as, a full size pen.
Yeah, and I think it's still a
Yeah.
pretty good size.
Yeah.
Exactly,
for sure.
Melissa.
Melissa, we listen and we don't judge.
Judge. Yeah.
That's
No.
right.
No, we're here for it all.
Still my go-to. I love my Pilot Vanishing Point. It doesn't hold a lot of ink, but it's so smooth. It's such a good writing experience. I just feel like I could write all day with
Yeah,
that.
Mine too.
nice.
Oh, it's lovely.
What
And
size nib do you have in it, Maddie?
fine. I have a fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have fines in all of your pens?
I have a lot of extra. You know what? I've got them. I've got them all. I've got extra fine. I definitely I think fine is my sweet spot. But I love the extra fine for when I'm writing, especially in like with the graph paper with the little grids. It's good to have those.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I really am liking the medium because I have all these inks that have shimmer, and I'm like, my fines and my extra fines can't handle these. So I got a couple like mediums, and I have a broad. So I'm experimenting. I'm trying some new nib sizes. And then I got this one recently is my Leonardo, and I've been really liking this one too.
I love a Leonardo. I really,
it's really nice.
I may be a little early to say this, but you've heard it here first, people. I'm calling that with Esther Brooks' problems that they've been having, Leonardo's going to be the new, like, known name. I think Leonardo's gonna explode.
Wait, what's Esterbrook? What's going on with Esterbrook?
No one really knows because
They look like they've got a new pen coming out though. Did you see that?
Okay.
I have heard that it's a re-release, not actually a new one, but I'm not sure.
The gray and black
this is the thing. They are traditionally such a transparent company, and they've gone hush. And they had all that problem with their social media. And then after that, like everyone's been saying they're having quality control problems.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, Leonardo knows how to make a beautiful pen. I said, I'm like,
do.
I have a type though. I'm like, look at all my pen, like,
yeah.
Ooh,
I've got all these. Yeah. And I like my Esterbrook's, but yeah, I also like trying different brands and, the Leonardo has been really good to me. I think Pilot is my favorite though. They know how to make a good pen. I tell you what.
They know how to make a good pen. They really do.
I just got the E95, the little pocket one. This one is...
Yeah, the E95S.
It writes so good.
I have one of those that my beautiful friend C-Jen from Seattle sent to me. And I haven't inked it up yet, but I think I'm going to use it for Corico, the RPG game that I've just started to
Oh.
play.
Oh, fun. Yeah, Julie, I agree. It's the most reliable. It's
It
like
is.
every time I get one, I know it's going to be, there's no
Yeah.
like question
it's gonna
of
be good.
whether, yeah.
This is my ride or die, and in fact,
Oh, is
like,
that a
I've almost
custom?
run it dry again. So it's a Pilot Custom 823, and I
823.
love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, baby.
Love it,
She's like,
love it.
yep, right here.
And they're
a
just
Pilot
so,
E95S.
they're so
Danny.
classy. Like, I
Yeah.
feel so classy when I write with my Pilot pens.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
join in
And
with
it
Arthur
is-
Waterman.
Yes.
Yes,
his
those are
vintage
nice
pen.
too. Those are beautiful.
I need to fill mine up again. I'm just constantly filling. I don't even know how many times a week I fill that thing now.
Oh, Christina said she bought 2 Essies and returned them recently. Blurred
Yeah.
engraving
So
and a grip
I was just going
defect.
to say,
Ooh,
I
geez.
don't want to read the comment aloud, but flick up
Oh,
to the comment from Hello a few up, where Hello said, if you do a deep Google search on Estabrook, it's quite a fair way up, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of that going on at the minute.
There's been a lot of people talking about quality issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of
Interesting.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I think that there's something going on.
Something's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they figure it out. You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
me
I do
because
too. It's
I
a
do
real
think
shame, isn't it? I hope they do
were my
figure it
go-to
out.
recommendation to people for a long time.
And their
Yeah.
pens are gorgeous. They're like, they're just,
Exactly.
Yeah.
They get gorgeous resins. It's just
Yeah.
like the things that
they've had some
I
fun
recommended them
collaborations
for.
too.
Yeah, it was their quality control, it was their, customer service. And if that's the pieces that are starting to slip, I'm like, well, I know this other brand called Leonardo, And so it's like that's why I'm like, I think maybe we'll see a rise
Yeah.
of Leonardo here.
You could be right, and they're very much in the same price point, the same kind of like they make really beautiful pens with like cool details on them. So be curious to see if you're right with that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. And markers, like what sort of colour do you put in your journals? Markers, highlighters?
Oh, I use I have a bunch of the Tombow dual markers. I've got like a big stash
nice.
of those. And then I also really like where are they? They're the Grabby. I don't think they're up here. I have the Grabby. They're dual acrylics,
Right.
and those are really
yeah.
good too.
Are they the same ones you use, Rob, or that you've
No,
got?
I've gone through a lot of them, different ones. Right now, I'm really into the Just Art ones, JUSART. They're not perfect. But, I'm probably still going to go on the quest to continue looking for other ones, But yeah, I would say. But I think the Grabby is good. Grabby has really good products.
They have what was the ones I just got? These are so fun. They're the acrylic gel pens. I've been really liking these ones. They're really fun. And because
Are
I
they
had
Grabby as well?
yeah, those are Grabby because I had these Pentel matte hop ones, and these ones have been like very skippy on me. They're not like I feel like I'm struggling with those ones. And
I have one of those in
I
a
find
second
the matte
pen
hops-
holder, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
One
think
of the
matte
best
hops are
brands,
hit and
though,
miss.
is Sharpie. Sharpie has
Sharpie. Oh,
acrylic
yes.
pens,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they don't have as many colors.
the colors, that's the problem. They like
But,
Yeah.
The white, and I always am drawn towards like the white acrylic pen
Acrylic
because
sable.
to make
I love
first of
you.
all to add highlights, but also to be able to cover something if I screw up, and that works really well to cover up. It covers
The Sharpie
over really
one?
well. Not the Sharpie one, but the Just Art one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's so many different kinds.
I know.
And not that I
There
want
is.
to call you out, but Inkwell and Sable said she just had a moment last week when she realised the Tombows were dual
tip. Yeah.
because it's quite hard
Yeah,
to see.
I
Like, I
know.
was just
I'm
looking
That's the
around
little-
for one.
That has
You know-
happened to me where I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you're like, why is it called dual? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
yeah, because the
Right.
other end's black.
Why
It's
is it
hard to
called
actually
that?
see that.
Oh,
That's
God.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I
we've
like-
all been there just quietly.
Oh,
You're-
yeah.
you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
alone.
I think
that's for sure.
every one of us have had a moment like that. Like what was
Yeah,
it that I
for
didn't
sure.
realize?
I think I did that with the mild liners. I didn't realize the mild liners had that.
I'm like,
on
is it the mild liner or was
Yeah.
it yeah, it was one of
Yeah.
them. I did that too,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh well, crap,
It's Been missing
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I know it does say jewel on the side, but let's be
Yeah.
honest, who sits there and reads your pen? Like, I
Yeah.
certainly don't, you know.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
mean,
just open it
like
and start
here with the
using
mild
it.
liner, like how are you supposed to know?
That's what I'm saying. That one's like pretty discreet. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like,
Yeah. Oh no, you're in good company, Lisa. Honestly, you are
yeah,
in good
you're not
company.
alone. Do
You're
not
not
worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
No
That's
shame
it.
in that one at all. We've all done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Melissa, can I ask you, your low spend, like the way you figured out how much money you'd saved by not purchasing something fascinated me. So you would go on like the Zon and build out your cart
Yep.
of all the things that you wanted to acquire.
Yes. Yes.
And then when you didn't, like there's your total at the bottom. Is that how you did it?
Yeah. So what I did was, because that was where I spent a
That
lot
is
of the
cool.
money, is I would be like, okay, instead of just buying it instantly, I'm going to wait. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to review the cart and see, like, do I still want this item, or was it like
right, that's
an
a great way to
impulse?
do it.
It's a
Yeah.
really great thing. Yeah.
And it also was, again, I was like startled because it was like when I would do the total, I'm like, that was like $700 that I would have just spent. Like, how? So,
Yeah.
and it was fun to look back and be like, okay, do I still want this? And then it's like, what was I thinking when I added this to my cart? Like, you know, it's
Yeah,
like,
I know. Like so many. Well, I know that I'm not alone, but often if I'm awake at 1 a.m, I'm on. You know, I've got things in carts all over the place.
Yes.
The nighttime doom scroll is dangerous.
yes.
Yeah.
So what I do is like, especially now with stationery and stuff, like I'll go on JetPens and I'll build out my cart and then I take a screenshot of it. And then I'm like, I'm going to come back in the morning and let's like revisit this and see like if I'm still
Yeah.
feeling it the next day.
Yeah. That's such a good thing, isn't it? And just to take stock. But then, you know, to keep a track and to journal how much you potentially would have spent and then jot that down, you know, what a great way to boost your, you know, just I would have spent that and not even thought twice about it.
Not even
Right.
thought
Well, it's a
about
good
it.
way.
Yeah.
And just, like
Yeah.
instead of impulsively, just impulsively put it in your cart. And then at the end
Yeah.
of the month, you're going to be
Yes.
like, oh, shit.
Yes,
You
it's
know,
like,
like-
what the hell?
I did,
What was
I did it
doing?
that way too, where I was like, I'd put it in the cart, and if in like the next time I had some extra money available in my budget, if it was still in the cart and still available, I'd grab it if I
Yeah.
still wanted it. But if I revisit it and I'm like, the FOMO's passed,
Yep.
Yeah.
go.
I also, something else that I was doing, and I did this in the Wonderland, because there was a section last year I didn't know what to do. Like, it was one of those I didn't know how to use it, is I tracked the spending here, and then I wrote a wish list. So I would like physically write down everything that I was like thinking about. And then it was like, I'm going to come back and revisit that. And then if I ended up buying it, I would like scribble it out there. Or if I realized I
Yeah.
didn't want it, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, now I have this list and I can look at this and just, take an extra couple minutes and think about these things before I buy them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Melissa. Oh no, in Quitland Sable, she's about to break her no spend at BNN.
Oh, B&N's dangerous. I don't go in there unless I have a gift card, pretty much, because
Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy something. I can't go in there and not buy something.
Yeah.
Hi, Sissy, welcome. Yeah, it's just, and I know a lot of us do this, right? Because we go and we look and then we go down that rabbit hole and then we put something in a cart. And Jason was always giving me a hard time because I'll put something in a cart and he's like, have you bought that yet? And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, well, mine's arrived. I'm like, you know, and probably mine's still sitting in the cart, but you know.
I love
Yeah.
Melissa. She's like, wait, books don't count.
Yeah. I have a half price books too, and I do the same thing. I'm like, it's
I
like,
love
that's, yes, it's a
So
great,
my brain,
great spot.
I
you can get
love me
2 for
some girl
1.
math. If I take some like books to half price books or Second and Charles, and they like take them for trade in, that's free money, honey.
That counts. That's free to spend in the
You know?
store.
And
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
husband, like, he's always like, "That's not how this works." I'm like, "It is in my brain."
Nope.
So
This is how we rationalize.
Maddie said, Melissa says, Maddie, tell me no on this item. What are you eyeing up?
what item? Yeah, I don't know if we can.
I'm going back in the chat. Yeah, well, books don't count. So what are you buying?
Oh yeah. I'm here if you need to chat.
Girl math. I know. boys just don't get girl math. That's exactly right, Heather.
Yeah.
Boys just don't get.
They don't.
But then you can go, what, this old thing? What are you talking about? I've had that forever. It's just been in the closet.
And then if I get, like YouTube, I'll get whatever. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Sorry. But
okay.
like I get paid there for certain videos, and it's like, well, that's just like money to put back into the hobby, right? Like that just
absolutely.
is like cycles back in.
Well, that
My
just
I haven't been
laughs
making
at-
much TikTok money, but it was going directly into like a PayPal account. And I'd be like, I'd open up my PayPal. I'm like, oh, look, I get to spend this at Paper and
Yeah, you're like,
Pencil,
ooh.
Dave Math. I worry about Dave Math after listening to him when you were tea dyeing your journal the other day. Danny, that was hilarious. He must wonder he must think you've lost the plot.
Yeah, as long as your bills are paid, that's right, Melissa. As long as all the the necessities are taken care of.
I love that you always put that caveat in there. That's so funny. That cracks me up. It's like, bills, they can wait until next week.
Well,
I need this pen now.
I unfortunately have to lead a training at work that starts at 12:30. So I'm going to hop now. But Mady, thank you. Thank you for coming.
This is so fun. Thanks for having me.
And I'm sure Allie and Rob have more questions for you. I will catch up with everyone.
Yeah,
Have
we'll
a
see
great
you
day,
tomorrow.
Nikki.
From the
Bye.
Enjoy your
Hustle.
weekend.
Have a
Can't
good
wait to see
weekend. We'll see
Paper
you in a little
Pencil.
while. When are you coming over?
I'm catching the 3:30 train.
Perfect.
So
All
I
right.
will, between 5
Hey,
and
time to clean. I have time to clean.
You do. Yeah. Bye, Nikki. Mady, can I, when you're doing your book reviews, you've got quite a good star rating. What do you want? Category. No, I'm not saying this right. System is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Tell me about your rating system.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like everyone's star rating systems are so different, right? But
Yeah.
I just because
So
I
interesting.
read because I read a lot, I feel like I have this like this system in my head that just like makes sense to me. So like a 5-star book, there's like things that have to happen, right? It's like something I can't put down. Also something where I'm like, whoa, like there's something in the book that kind of has me stop and think, or it makes me cry. If it makes me cry, usually it puts it up there because it's like it's evoking some sort of emotional response for me.
Yeah.
And then a 4-star is like basically a 5-star, but it didn't make me cry. So, it's just like it's almost there. And then the 3 stars are pretty much like any like palate cleansing books. I feel like a lot of like, the thrillers, the romance, like you're just like it's like
the quick rom-coms,
it's like watching reality TV. It's like they're good. They keep my attention. They're good. You need them. You can't just always be reading these like really long, heavy books all the time.
Palate cleanser is a great way to describe it. Sometimes you just need something a bit easier.
Shake it up. That's right. And then 2-star is like, why did I continue reading this if I'm not having a good time? But like usually I don't, it's like I get so far into it where I'm like, I just have to like finish at this, like I'm just going to finish it at this point. And I don't really give out 1 stars because I just feel like that's mean,
Would a 1-star be a DNF or are you still giving that? What would you do?
I don't rate books that I don't finish. I just,
right.
I feel like because then you don't.
Unfair.
Yeah. And then I also don't star rate any memoirs because I feel weird assigning like a star rating to someone's like lived experience.
As someone's life.
Yeah. Like your life was 2 stars. Sorry. It sucked.
Oh my
sorry,
God.
your life sucks. 2 stars. It does. Great question, Lisa Marie. What's your current read?
Oh, my current read is, oh my God, I just finished The People We Keep, which was really good. I loved that book.
Ooh.
And I just started Cherry Baby. I haven't, I have it. I haven't started it yet though. And then it's called, I think, Once We Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey, or We Were Wolves, something about wolves. I just started it last night. So I'm like, the harder thing too is when I'm reading it on my ebook, I always forget the title because I don't see it. Like when you're reading it, so it's something about wolves.
Do you only ever read one book at a time?
No, I usually read a physical book and then an ebook and an audiobook. like all happening.
Yeah, I
Not
normally
at the
have two
same
or three
time,
going.
but
Yeah, I
like
was gonna say.
No,
I'm
but
listening
you
to
know,
a book while I'm reading.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I listen to a book while I'm driving, and then I'll sit
Yes.
and read a book, and then
Yeah.
I've usually got a memoir or a classic or a something else on the
Yeah.
side, just
My
that
brother
I'm
was
not.
had autism, and he loved soap operas, and he would tape them and watch them speed through, and he would get the gist.
Wow.
And he was also hard of hearing, and like so. I mean, so his the way he like took in information was completely
Yeah.
different. But yeah, so
Wow,
I would just
isn't that
look, he'd
amazing?
peek in his room, and he'd be like watching it.
Yeah.
You're
And I'm
like,
like, wow,
I must admit,
okay.
I tend to listen to my audiobooks on 1.5 speed.
yeah, I'm like
I think,
1.75 is usually
Oh, I
the
have
sweet
such a
yeah,
spot
hard
for
time
me.
doing that. Like, it
yeah.
freaks me out. Like right
It's
now, I'm
if people
listening to the
talk too
Liza
slow, I'm like,
Minnelli
hurry
book.
up, get to the point, right?
The,
Rob,
Let's keep the
what
show on
speed
the
do you
road.
do, Rob? Are you one?
I just the normal speed.
No.
Yeah,
You
Well,
read it
yeah.
that
But
is so
listen to this.
painful
Listen
for
to this.
me.
I'm
I
listening to the
know.
Liza Minnelli's
I ain't got time for that.
autobiography.
Let's get on with it.
They're so slow.
I'm listening to Liza Minnelli's autobiography that she is
Yeah.
reading, and it's AI. It's not really her reading it.
What?
Yeah.
But
Is
it's her
it?
voice?
It's her voice. They captured her voice in AI. I think maybe partially some of it is and some of it isn't, because she just can't withstand, because of her physical state, like she can't
Yeah.
do it. But it's so
Interesting.
strange.
It probably
That's
does it sound weird?
wild.
It sounds just like her, except the expressions, the way she says things, and also too, she's like pronounced names weird. Like instead of
yeah.
Gwen Verdon, she said Gwen Verdon, and I'm like, well,
Yeah. You're like,
no,
wait.
no. But it's
That's
so weird because like I don't know what
wild.
to think about it, because it's like, well, I'm not really hearing Liza
So I
reading
feel a
this.
bit
Yeah.
ripped off, right? I feel like I don't
Well,
know. That doesn't.
The only thing I can think of is that, like, a lot of times, because I love celebrity biographies,
Yeah, me
autobiographies
too.
especially, and it's like when I'm reading them, when I would read them, I would hear their voice.
Right.
Reading. I remember I was listening to
Yeah.
reading a book about Ethel Merman. Ethel Merman's. I don't know. She was like a big Broadway belter, and she had this big voice. And so, like, I was like reading her book, going, "This is getting too much." Like, just because I. So when I'm hearing the Liza thing, I'm like, well, it's like I'm listening in my head to how Liza would talk, and it's just weird. It's really
I
weird.
love it when they narrate their own. So
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that is.
Oh yeah, I can't
always
understand when
see-
someone who wrote like a self-help book or an auto has another person
Somebody
read
else
it.
read it.
Like,
Yeah,
what the
Yeah.
hell?
Very
What?
strange.
Why would you do that?
I agree. Because I was looking back, here I am again down at 20, I'm a STALKER, right? Back down on the 28th of February, 2023.
Oh God. Yeah, you were deep.
Yeah, you were posting that you were crying when you finished The Man Called Ove.
Oh
Now,
God,
I've
Frederick
not read
Bachman.
that book, and it immediately went to the top of my TBR.
His writing is some of my favorite. I love the way he's like definitely.
Because
I feel
is
like
it
an
My
acquired
Friends? Is
taste.
that
My
I've
Friends is
never
the
cried. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true.
you didn't
My
cry
Friends?
with.
Yeah.
No, I've cried when I've read books, or I've had books read to me.
Oh yeah, he has a couple that are cry worthy for sure. And a Man Called Ove is definitely one of
It's
them.
Ove, yeah.
I remember being
I
in
don't know
third
how it is. It's
in
Ove,
third grade.
Ove.
Our teacher read Charlotte's Web to us, and boy, the silence in the room at the end of that book.
Oh my God.
I remember I just kept it. I just
And we
contained it
read
all. I
Charlotte's
remember
Web at school
containing it
too.
all because I didn't want to cry in front of everybody. And then I ran home and just sobbed.
I
Yeah.
bought that for my kids, and then my husband was like, I think you might want to wait a little while before you try to read that one. And I was like, yeah, I forgot about that.
I've always wanted to
How
do
many
that. I've always
books do
wanted
you
to
get
read
through
that
in a
book
year,
aloud.
Mady?
Depends. Usually like 70 is usually like right around 70-ish.
Yeah. Wow.
This year I'm definitely slower this year just because we moved and it's just been like a crazy.
Wait, is that how many books you read in a year?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
some of them are audio though, so it's like I read it, but I listened to it. Like, it's not. I'm not like sitting down and reading all of them. And I do track my reading on Storygraph. That's how I track my books. Audrey asked me. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because I was going to say, how do you
They give
keep a
good
track
stats.
of-
I love, so in the back of my Hobonichi, I also include like the stats from Storygraph that they give you. They give you like a little chart.
Oh, cool.
And then it like recaps all of your reading, like how many pages you read, if you listened, how many hours, and then what your average rating was, and like
my
the
God.
genre.
Cool.
Yeah, and like the genres and
Love data.
So Jason put me onto Storygraph, and I kind of didn't keep up because I've been the other one for such a long time.
I was too.
And I'm kind of like, maybe I should go back and add the books I've read this year in there, so I can, because I love the data. I love all the stats.
Yes, I was like sold on that. I'm like,
fascinating.
that's so nice.
Cool.
I think it's just mostly Mady. I think that's my name on there. I'm not actually. I think I have it in my information. You know, if you want to go there.
Have you got a link tree on your bio?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Make sure you go and all the things. If you're not following her, follow the people on, because there's just such a rich community that are a good chunk are all right here, right now. All 40
absolutely.
of us. This has been great.
So fun. Thank you guys.
Down
It's
to the
been
wire
so
now.
fun, Mady.
It's
You're a
12:29.
Yeah.
This was so great. And that's such a nice casual conversation, and just like
I love it.
finding out so much. And of course, we always have to. I think talking about glue should be like a prerequisite. We always need to talk about glue.
It's the
Gotta
standard.
always
I think it's got to go into every guest we have, Rob. It has to be the standard question.
Yeah.
Whether
What
you have a
adhesive?
journal or not. So, what glue do you use?
What's your adhesive of choice?
Oh my God, I can't believe it's Friday. We're at the end of the week.
Yay! Oh my God!
Tomorrow we may pop on briefly to show you what's going on at the Paper and Pencil.
Yes,
wait,
I was gonna say, tell them we said hi. And I
if
hope they
anything,
have a
I'll
great
do a
opening.
post
Yes, Bree.
about it,
I'm about to do that, Bree, right now. In fact, I was going to see whether you girls wanted to catch up because I've got it here. There's a few of us doing some solo RPGs at the moment, and it's so outside my comfort zone. I'm not the witchy type, but it is so fun. Yeah.
That's
Well,
exciting.
Mady,
have a great
thank
one.
you.
Thanks again for joining us today.
It was so fun. Thank you all
such a
for being
pleasure.
here.
And
You're a superstar. We appreciate you being here.
We'll see you guys next week on Monday morning.
Have a good
fun
weekend.
everybody.
All right. Bye, guys.
Happy reading. Bye.